2019 Barman Award is Sha'Carri Richardson.
Despite being rivals on the track, Sha'Carri Richardson and Shericka Jackson actually have a surprisingly good camaraderie. Both athletes are superstars in their own rights, running at insane speeds at competitions.
I thought Jackson would win it, and guess what? She came ever so close to breaking the world record.
The American and Jamaican athletes recently shared a heartwarming moment at the recently held 2023 Miramar Invitational. Shericka Jackson, a Jamaican sprinter who became the fastest woman alive and the second fastest woman of all time in the 200 meters in 2022, competes in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 400 meters. Similarly, Sha'Carri Richardson, an American track and field sprinter, competes in the 100 meters and 200 meters. The two are basically rivals. And while we don't expect them to pull hairs, what the people recently witnessed was an extremely pleasant surprise. Okay, so others may not have been surprised by this, but I was. At the recent 2023 Miramar Invitational in Miramar, Florida, the spectators saw some of the finest track and field stars compete in various categories. At the said event, Sha'Carri Richardson aced the 100-meter sprint, garnering cheers for her comeback. Meanwhile, the women's 400-meter witnessed champion sprinter Shericka Jackson come in third place, with American athlete Shamir Little taking the lead at the women's 400 meters. Besides Richardson and Little, several American athletes also bagged first place awards at the event, like Will Williams at the men's long jump, Amir Latin at the men's 400-meter hurdles, Tony Marshall at the women's 100-meter hurdles, Eric Edwards at the men's 110-meter hurdles, Ajee Wilson at the women's 800 meters, Christian Coleman at the men's 200 meters, and of course, Abby Steiner at the women's 200 meters. Yup, American athletes went there ready to take on everyone, and most of them obviously succeeded in doing so. Of course, some of Shericka Jackson's fellow Jamaican athletes shone at the event too, winning first place at some of the events, like Oblique Seville at the men's 100 meters and Danielle Thomas-Dodd at the women's shot put. While we expect athletes to exhibit sportsmanship, shake hands, and offer congratulatory words after a competition, we don't expect anything more, I think. Now, Richardson and Jackson, both competing at the same events, representing their respective countries, did more than what people expected to happen. Both athletes are striving to be at the top of their game, or literally finish first in a race. Between the two, Jackson appears to have a head start, especially after she made her mark as the third fastest in 200-meter history, clocking at a 21.55 seconds last year. Meanwhile, Sha'Carri Richardson is the sixth fastest woman in history, along with her long list of accolades. In light of this, you would expect a strong rivalry between the two athletes, but it appears that while they are enemies, or at least a competitor, inside the track, the two appear to be anything but outside of it. Fans have been appreciating Richardson's recent wins and achievements, especially after rising from her controversial past, from testing positive for THC right before the Tokyo Olympics to being banned by an airline. But at the Miramar Invitational, Richardson made a comeback by winning the 100-meter race. Fans were delighted to witness Sha'Carri on the right track, pun intended. In fact, Sha'Carri Richardson is loving her piece after performing extraordinarily well in the recent races. While others have been criticizing her endlessly, Richardson is thankful for the fans who always send love and support her way. She said in a recent Instagram post, "Grateful for all the love and loving my piece, as she should be able to. Proud of you, girl." In another post, Sha'Carri said that she's not back, she's better. Yeah, girl, that's the spirit. Do you know what had the most impact on me among all the things she said? I feel so much better. That's something we would like to hear from people we know and cherish, and that's what we want to be able to tell others, that we feel better. If you can tell me that right now, well, good for you. But stop lying, my man. I know you go through some sort of shit every day. Hey, if I'm wrong, then tell me how you were able to achieve that kind of peace. Please, tell me. Anyway, going back to Sha'Carri, who can confidently say that she's better now, especially after what she had gone through in recent years. It's a great thing both for her well-being and her career. As she said in a photo in the same post, "Whether I run it fast or slow, long as I kept on running." Richardson's track progress may have been slowed by the recent roadblocks in her personal life, but she's now back up and running. And as she said, it doesn't matter how fast or slow she runs, as long as she won't stop running. At least, we hope she doesn't run slow on the track. Her personal life is a different matter altogether, so long as it doesn't affect her career. I know you agree with me on this. Nope, don't deny it. I think it's safe to say that at this point, most of us wish to see Sha'Carri Richardson this way for the rest of the season. Let's keep our fingers crossed. What we weren't expecting, though, was the heartwarming moment she shared with Jamaican sprinter Shericka Jackson at the recently concluded Miramar Invitational. At the said event, fans captured the athletes sharing a happy moment. In a viral video, fans captured Richardson and Jackson smiling at each other before going in for a hug. They laughed while the Jamaican patted the American on her head before walking away. Just look at those smiles. It's really nice to see them like that. A lot of fans shared their thoughts about this encounter. One said, "A queen sees another queen." Well, that makes sense. Those two worked hard enough to receive all the awards under their belts, or under their souls, should I say. Kidding. However, despite this heartwarming act between the two fast-rising athletes today, Sha'Carri Richardson did not leave unscathed as fans critiqued the wind aids surrounding the 100-meter event. Nope, people just can't be happy for her win. Although the 10.57 seconds was an impressive feat to achieve, many couldn't help but take into account another factor. Richardson's successful sprint came with a wind aid of 4.1 meters per second. Along with the wind aid, her speed totaled up to 10.77 seconds. However, that's still impressive enough speed to go on and compete in further races. TC Management, the host of the Miramar Invitational, through an Instagram post uploaded a picture with Richardson with the caption, "With the star of the Miramar Invitational." Meanwhile, Shericka Jackson, despite winning third place at the women's 400 meter at the same event, fans showered her with love and support. In fact, in an Instagram post thanking the event's host, TC Management, for having her, TC Management replied and said, "Sweetheart, you will always have an open invitation to Miramar Invitational. Thank you for your ongoing support." In the said post, Jackson expressed her thanks to the crowd, who, according to her, was totally amazing. "The crowd was amazing and another solid performance to close off my 400-meter campaign for the season. It's been 4 wonderful 400 meters so far, and I'm excited for the rest of the season," said Jackson in the post, then added, "Third place today with a 51.64. Thank God for a healthy race." Even before the actual event, Jackson took to Instagram to share her upcoming race, and fans were quick to express their support. In the post, Jackson seemingly implied her secret to success. "Powerful things happen when you start putting in the work to achieve your goals. You become addicted to the progress and fall in love with the process." And speaking of falling in love with the process, you can see that Sha'Carri is loving her journey on and off the track. To prove that she aims to enjoy every moment, look at this.
Fashion. You got to tell us about the fishnets, everything. Tell us about it.
Yeah, she once showed up at the track like this and enjoyed every minute of it. That's a girl who knows how to have fun. She even sent a message to all the people out there.
You can be yourself. So if that means that you want to be sexy, you want to be cute, you want to just express yourself in ways that nobody has before.
She does have a point there. It's about time we stop caring about what people say about us or the way they look at us. As long as you aren't stepping on anyone's toes, you do you.
Don't let that stop you because you feel like it's one way to do something. No. As long as you have the mindset for it, the confidence, and the belief in your mind, heart, and spirit, nothing will stop you.
And since we just talked about two great athletes, watch how this world champion sprinter owned the track when she ran.